It is time to go on a spin on this bike. Look at that. Gloves have been in better condition. Turn off my lights. Man, that started like really quick. Out to go ride the Honda Africa Twin. We're gonna go this way. This is considered by many, including me, to be one of the most iconic bikes of the 80s and 90s. There is the history of the Africa Twin that everybody should be paying attention to. Just look up history of the Africa Twin on Vehicle Hunter, the channel, and you'll see a lot about this bike. It's been an amazing bike. You know, it started out as a 650. There's different versions too. Different versions of this bike. Downshift. And the XRV750, that's the one that's very valuable. And people are shipping it to the US. Now that this bike is over 25 years old, you can ship this to the US without having to deal with the DOT. Turn on my headlights. See, this bike doesn't turn on the headlights automatically. Oh man, it feels good to ride this bike. It's such an easy bike to ride. You know, this thing is not tall like a new Africa Twin. It's rather small. Hey, look at that, ATVs with a lady in the back. Around here, you'll see a lot of that. You'll see scooters everywhere. You'll see motorcycles everywhere, because they're a lot cheaper than cars, and they are much more fuel efficient. A camping area, because we've reached a very nice part of the beaches here. I think this is called Vegeta, and we're approaching Vegeta. They have a little circus here. Man, yeah, there's like moisture in the air. Oh, yeah, there's like I'm getting wet. Oh, actually, I want to go here. Maybe it'll clear up later on. But by the way, there's a lot of thieves that hang out here because of they'll steal stuff from your car. So always lock it, remove valuables. Oh yeah, you can see the beach. You can see the water, but barely. There we go, there's the beach. Nice. Oh my god, there's so many surfers. Oh, it's so slippery. Well, that's pretty cool. All the surfing. Because of this wall, this is actually very calm. But this is the Atlantic, so it gets some wild waves. And I believe south of here, they recorded the world's largest waves. I believe it was 100 feet. It's like a Guinness World Record. Over there, there's like fishermen fishing off that wall. But this series of beach, they have like blockades, walls on each side. You could ride on the beach as well. You'll see ATVs riding on the beach. But it's a very approachable area. Like in the United States, this does not exist. You would have to be extremely wealthy to even like just have the ability to come to the beach, it seems. But you see, like, there's no houses on the actual beach. Everything is set off to the side. And that's why you want to dual sports in Europe. Mira, which I think is my favorite beachy area, and we're gonna take this rougher road. It follows the Atlantic, but it's like, man, on a road bicycle. I've been here on a road bicycle. This thing is just terrible condition. Have this road, and then right over there, over that big dune, that's the Atlantic. And here you have farmland, you have corn, and right over there you have a river. I think it's the Boku River, and then the other side you have a little smaller town. And it's amazing because, like, normally anywhere near a beach you would not have farmlands like this. Everything would be used for construction. No matter how wet it is, might as well do some little off-road riding here. This bike is really good for this sort of stuff, but you know, the suspension is old, so you have to stand up. A lot of times, even with a XRV750, it feels a whole lot better. It's funny, all the brakes and stuff are coming back, even the rear, so it just needs a good, like, cleaning. Look at these guys, V-Strom and V-Strom weaknesses. Tube tires, that's a bad thing. 21-inch front wheel, I think a 19 is better, but that's just more of a street riding kind of experience that I prefer. Look at those electric bikes, awesome. And it doesn't get great gas mileage. When you ride around Europe, the last thing you want is horrible gas mileage out of a motorcycle. And the fuel pump goes bad on these bikes. I want to put it on the outside. Interesting enough, if you have a full tank of gas, the top half of the tank will be used up without the fuel pump. And then, as the pump goes lower, that's when the Africa Twin uses the fuel pump. But they go out, and a stock one from Honda is like 250 euros. You could actually look at the beach. There's the water. For some reason the fog is just on the other beach. This one's fine. Man, that is awesome looking. The beach is so big. I'm gonna park here. Just want to look at the beach really quick. Man, that's an awesome beach. Freaking humongous. Like little rentable cabins. I have never seen that. They're like little mini trailers, and I've seen little mini trailers off of the river as well. That's a nice touch. See, they closed this freaking road. Oh, they're working on it. And there's like these little cute canals. I guess you could do kayaking. And people like live here. Scooter rental shop over here. I'm very curious about it. Sintra. I'm gonna have to check these guys out. One of the downsides of this bike is also it doesn't get hot, but it gets hot like towards the back, where I guess there's a cylinder there, and then the wiring where the rectifier is. The rectifiers on Hondas, they just seem to break often. I don't understand it. Living in Portugal is like living in California, with the exception of no crime. A few miles in, man, the seat is just so uncomfortable. That's the one thing I don't miss about this bike. The 90 something Honda Accord. the shrubs. Look at this one. That's like a, I think it's like a fish. Then there's another one that's like another fish. Then that's a duck and a swan. Wow, they did a cool job. That's very creative. Man, there's just so many rotundas everywhere. This is the place where they make the very famous ceramics. It's a museum slash place where they make ceramics. This is the restaurant, I think. It's a big factory for making ceramics. Look at that. It's so cool looking. It's gravel and everything. And I just love that it's like, it's a tunnel of trees. What kind of trees? I think they're eucalyptus trees. Rua Rosso. Sounds very French. Whoa, look at this tree. Oh my god, look at this tree. What is this? Oh my god, look at this. That's a tree. That's not a stone, that is a freaking tree. Holy cow, that's a crazy looking tree. Look at this thing. That is the coolest looking tree I've ever seen. Even for me. Holy shit. And that's a cool house too, but that's amazing. They just built a rotunda out of it. The rotunda tree. Oh my god, look at this thing. That's the tree trunk. Well guys, that's the ride for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'll be doing more Africa Twin videos on this trip. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.